So actually today I want to give you 10 tips or pieces of advice that I've used myself to add 15 kilograms, so that's like 33 pounds almost, of muscle, not fat, muscle. Hey, what's up YouTube? The Macho Shacho here. Today I'm going to be talking in English just because it's kind of complicated and I don't know how to say this in Japanese, but I will add Japanese subtitles, so please stay watching. So normally everyone wants to lose weight, right? All of my clients come to me, I want to lose 5 kilograms, I want to lower my body fat percentage. Today I'm talking about how to gain weight, how to get fat. Woo! So actually, there's a lot of people that have a body type that makes it very, very difficult to add muscle or to gain weight. Actually, I was one of those people. When I was a kid, I only weighed about 50 kilograms. And even recently, 3 years ago, I only weighed 60 kilograms and I was working out every day. But since then, I've changed the way I eat and work out, and actually now I weigh 75 kilograms. Boom! And, I was able to get the body I have today. So today I want to teach you how I was actually able to gain weight. I know, crazy. Who wants to gain weight? So actually, being too skinny is not necessarily always healthy. It's good to have a certain amount of fat and it's good to have a certain amount of muscle. And hopefully my process can help you do that as well. So actually today I want to give you 10 tips or pieces of advice that I've used myself to really improve my own body image. So the first one is calories. Tip number 1. Calories, calories, calories. You have to eat a lot. So everyone has a base metabolic rate. This is how much calories your body burns in one day, just for you being alive. Breathing, eating, sleeping, everything uses calories. An easy way to figure this out is to take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 22. This will get you your base metabolic rate. On top of that, add 200 or 300 calories for moving around and activities you do, and that's how many calories your body burns in one day. Now, if you don't eat more than that, you will lose weight. Now, some people want that, but today we're talking about how to gain weight, which means what? Eat more. So, I think a lot of people's issue though, for people who have a body type like me, is I don't have a huge stomach. If I eat a hamburger, I'm full for a couple of hours. I don't need to eat that much. I get full really quickly. So if I only eat 3 meals a day, there's no way I'm going to hit the amount of calories I need. So how do you do that? That's tip number 2. Timing. Timing is actually really important. Now, in the whole large plan of things, what time you eat your meal is not going to dramatically change how your body burns the calories. But if you can't eat a lot at one time, try breaking your meals up into 5 or 6 different times throughout the day. So when you wake up, have a protein shake, drink a smoothie, get 200-300 calories there. Then have an early lunch around 11 o'clock or 10:30, have a small brunch, then have lunch. Then work out in the afternoon and have a post-workout protein shake or meal, then have dinner, then have dessert. If you break each meal down, you don't have to eat as much each time. So for people like me, or maybe you, who get full very quickly or have a weak stomach, this allows you to eat more throughout a day. But you have to be consistent, and yes, it takes dedication and effort. You have to actually make the effort to go and eat that extra meal or drink that protein shake. Which brings me to point 3. Protein. Protein is so important for gaining weight healthily. Now, sure, you can just eat a ton of candy and chocolate and ice cream and get lots of calories, but you're just going to get fat. We don't want to just get fat. We want to get bigger so that we look better in our suit or better in your clothing, whatever it is that you wear, and so that you can feel more confident. Now, how do you do that? You have to eat protein. Now, great sources of clean protein are, of course, chicken, fish, beef, pork. Nuts also have great protein. Eggs, all of these are great sources of protein with low fat. So now you want to be careful and avoid fatty meats. So if you go out to eat, you want to be careful about if you're eating fried chicken like karage, because you're getting a lot of unhealthy fats as well. So you have to eat enough protein. I would recommend eat 2 times your weight in grams of protein. So if you weigh 50 kilograms, I want you to eat 100 grams of protein. Okay? Which brings me to tip 4. Protein is great, but not that. You need carbs as well. Now, everyone thinks carbs are the devil, but carbs are your body's main source of energy. If you don't eat enough carbs, you're not going to be energized. You're not going to have the motivation to do your workouts, to stay on top of your exercise. That being said, not all carbs are equal. Beer has carbs, but they're not good carbs. Good sources of carbs that will help your body grow are rices. Rices are great. I love white rice. Brown rice, even better. Breads, yes, they have proteins, but they're also, not proteins, they have carbs, but a lot of it is processed and a lot of the nutrients are taken out. So you want to focus on whole grains, oats, granolas, things like that, as well as rices. Rices are a fantastic source of carbs. Tip number 6, and this is maybe one of the most important tips other than eat, which is you have to work out. Now, if you just eat a ton of food, you'll get fat. We don't want that. We want to grow with a certain amount of muscle as well. So you have to work out. Now, in order to add nice muscle, you need to lift heavy. You need to push yourself. You can't just do 10 push-ups and 10 squats every day and think you're gonna change the way your body looks. You need to work hard. Now you can do body weight workouts, that's fine, but you got to push yourself and you have to be consistent. So 1 hour a week is not going to cut it. I recommend work out at least 4 days a week. And you can split it into upper body and lower body workouts. That's fine. You can do a whole full body workout and then take a day of rest in between and do that 4 times a week. That's fine. If you're interested and you want my specific workout plans, send me a message or check out my other videos. We post those as well. So you have to work out hard. The other thing is you have to change it up. So your body has this thing called muscle memory. And that means the more you do the same exercise, the more you get better at doing it. It becomes easy for you. It doesn't necessarily mean your muscles are getting stronger. It just means they're getting used to the exercise. So after you've done a workout 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, you have to change it to sort of trick your muscles into thinking they gotta grow again. If you do the same thing, you're gonna lose those benefits. Tip number 7, lucky number 7. If you're a woman and you're worried about putting on too much muscle, don't. You won't. You would have to be eating insane amounts of calories and protein to suddenly turn into the Hulk. It's just not gonna happen. Now, some people say that women don't have enough testosterone to put on that much muscle anyways. To be honest, I'm not a scientist, nor am I an expert when it comes to physiology or the human body other than working out and training. So I'm not gonna talk about that. But in my experience, working with over 150 clients, I have never seen a woman work out hard and put on too much muscle. Ever. I just haven't seen it. Maybe there are people out there that I have, but I don't think you need to worry about it. So, like to put on a little bit of muscle or gain a little bit of weight, but you're worried about getting too bulky, don't worry about it. Start working out. You can always adjust your calories or adjust your workouts later on. Easy. Don't worry. And here we are. We're almost there, guys. Tip number 8. Sleep. Sleep is so important as well. Now, when you work out, you're basically tearing your muscle tissue. You're destroying your body. if you don't rest enough, your body won't recover. That's the process of building muscle. You break it down and then rebuild it up. Now, when does that rebuilding and that redeveloping happen? When you're sleeping. So if you're only sleeping 3 or 4 hours a day, you're not giving your body enough time to recover. Also, you're probably going to be too tired to put in energy for a nice, good, productive workout the next day. So please get enough sleep. I recommend 8 or 9 hours, but it depends. Everyone's different. Some people sleep really deeply and they get well rested after 5 hours. Me, I sleep very lightly. I need at least 9 hours to feel rested the next day. So you'll have to know your body best, but make sure you're prioritizing giving your body the time it needs to recover. Tip number 9. What you put in is what you get. Intensity is very important with working out, especially to gain muscle. If you're sort of going easy on yourself and doing light workouts and expecting to get amazing results, you're going to be disappointed. Working out is simple and it's not that complicated, but it's not easy. You have to put in the effort if you want to get the results. That's it. There's no shortcut. Don't think that just drinking amazing protein or using the next fad product is going to help you develop muscle quicker. It's not. You still have to do the hard work. And my last point, tip number 10, is it's never too late. I can't remember how many times I've heard people say, oh, I'm too old, I've passed my prime, I can't do it now. That's bullshit. I've worked with people over 50 who started from 0 and now have 6 packs and are able to do squat jumps over 3 feet. It's never too late. You can always do it. The other thing is, don't wait for the perfect menu or the perfect diet or the perfect product all together before you start. You're never going to have the perfect setup. Start with what you have and you can build up on it as you go along. You don't really need the perfect workout. All you need to do is take simple things and work your ass off doing it. You don't need the highest grade chicken in the world. All you need is normal chicken breast, and you can get started cooking and eating well with that. It's never too late. Start now. Now, finally, just to wrap up, I'd like to talk sort of a little bit about what foods and products I actually use. So for those of you who are wondering what supplements you should be using or what are good ways to eat and get enough calories, today I just want to share a little bit about what my actual diet looks like. So I usually start my day off with high protein granola. It has a lot of, I get this just in the supermarket. It has a lot of nuts and beans in it. So usually one bowl of this at about 60 grams with milk gives me about 23 grams of protein. So this is a great way to start your day. Tastes good. It has a little bit of honey and natural sweets from the nuts and flakes and stuff. Anyways, I really like them. After that, I usually have a protein shake before lunch. Recently, I've been using my protein. This is the matcha flavor. I like it. Some people don't. If you want to know more about different protein flavors, check out my other videos. I've reviewed a lot of my proteins, different flavors. But again, 1 scoop gives you 20 grams. Great way to get started. Next, for lunch, I like to have about 200 grams of chicken. Personally, I'm a fan of spicy, so I'll use Cajun mixes or hot sauce or spicy sauces for flavoring, but feel free to use whatever you want. So I usually do 200 grams of chicken with about 200 grams of rice and a bunch of vegetables. Sometimes I'll make this up with pasta or whatever I'm in the mood for, but I always try to get a mix of carbs and protein. So usually about 200 grams of each. When I'm really busy and I don't have time for lunch, I'll have a meal replacement. I like these. This is Steady Complete Meals by Queel. 1 serving of this gives you a good whopping 417 calories. It's a lot of calories, plus a good 50 grams of protein. So if you need to replace a meal or you need to add in an extra meal and you don't feel like eating or cooking, this is a great way to get those extra calories. Then I usually work out in the evening. I'll do about a 45 to an hour minute workout at home right now because of Corona. But if you have access to a gym, whatever, push yourself for a good 45 minutes. After that, I do protein again. The label's off on this, but this is creatine. Creatine is an excellent way to help your body build muscle. It gives you a little bit of extra energy to push when you're working out, as well it helps your muscles retain water, which gives you a little bit of a bigger body shape if you continue taking it. Now it's really cheap and there's no side effects. It's pretty much a #1 required supplement. After that, dinner. Be honest, I eat pretty much whatever I feel like eating. I just try to eat a lot of it. Usually I get full quickly, so I'll eat an early dinner around 6 or 7 o'clock and then try to eat again around 9 or 10. So that's pretty much my daily routine when it comes to food. I hope this was helpful for you. If you are wondering what your actual base metabolic rate is or how much you should be eating, please send me a message or comment or an email. Tell me your height, how old you are, and how much you weigh. And I will calculate your base metabolic rate for you. You don't even have to do it. Just send me a message with your basic stats and I will tell you how much you should be eating and how to do it. If you want our customized workouts, also we do offer online coaching. Please check us out on Instagram or our website and send me a message for more details. Have a great day, guys. Peace.